going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here. It's time for more Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's episode 13 and 14 of season 6 with, for me, 2 weeks to go until we do complete season 6. I feel like, obviously, with the shorter amount of episodes to, I guess, attest for that, time has definitely flown by with this season. It doesn't feel like, I don't know, several weeks ago I started season 6. If anything, it's only been like a few weeks, but I guess I've entered, the beginning of 2024 as, time is in flux and all of that. Like with the Christmas period, I felt like it was more disjointed and whatnot in terms of time and whatnot. So, yeah. Timey-wimey spiel. Anyways, into more talk that makes sense, I guess. With the last couple of episodes, it was really, really great stuff. Of course, there was some very, very heavy, talks that were being made in the last episode, especially in terms of Amy and Jake and their plans for children. So, with differing views, of course, and how emotional it was for Jake, given, of course, the rough upbringing that he did have, and with Amy and how time is running out and all of that. It was a very, very important situation to delve into, but it was also very tense just away from the baby talk as well, because we had that bomb situation towards the end of the episode. So yeah, very, very intense stuff, especially with the last episode, but I'm excited to get into these 2 episodes. So with that said, first it's episode 13 of season 6 for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Let's go.
Every minute of it was hell, but it'll be worse for you. Squad dismissed.
Oh, it's gonna be worse.
Goodbye,
this is gonna be great. Oh my god.
Goodbye, Boyle.
The snake charmer.
Goodbye, Jeffords.
That's a butt bump.
Goodbye, San Diego.
Double fist bumper. I hope your day is productive as well. PDA in the office? My.
Couldn't help myself.
Come on, keep it PG,
May I please
folks.
use the precinct facilities before I head to work?
Yes, thank you for asking for permission.
Thank you for granting it.
So weird seeing him with a beard.
There it is. Gotta say, I could use
That's
a
the
little
password.
womp. There's a chance it's in there.
Chance of 0.
I'd put money that maybe it's there.
You're losing your money.
Okay.
So, will you help me?
I don't know. I want to, but keeping a secret from Holt, that's a lot of pressure.
Am I remembering correctly? Don't you eat pressure for breakfast?
Oh, nah, he didn't erase it all from his memory.
The second tier, the third tier.
The first tier.
Now, which section of the first tier? Right.
Oh no.
Left. Right. Center. Center.
Just any section is fine.
Any section. Well, someone had pepper on their eggs this morning. I'll buy the tickets. Any section.
Any section.
Guys, on me, and we're getting something better than pizza.
Are we really gonna be competing over food?
Trying to outdo me?
Yeah.
Just trying to raise morale.
It seems like outdoing Amy.
Cool. Morale. Okay.
Picked it up from Jake.
Wow.
Oh.
So this is your...
Wait a le petit creperie.
I thought we couldn't say snaz. Oh, no. I was thinking
What the
Tell him how good it was, Rosa. Tell him how high our morale is. Hi. Stop gushing, girl.
I think it's so interesting you guys didn't
She just
stick
says
to
it
the
anyways
original
as well.
plan. Because neither did we.
What?
Oh.
Why?
Oh, you don't think we knew you were gonna snaz?
Sounds super humiliating, saying something smart.
Smart? I confused St. Augustine.
One
with
drink too many.
I
Okay.
might as well have stepped on a
Okay.
rake and bonked myself in the forehead.
We know what
wasn't what
Hulk's
you
like
said.
drunk
It
though.
was that Dean Allister pointed out your mistake and you lost your damn mind.
I misremembered it because I'm reading both simultaneously. One book is too few for me. Where's the red point?
It was quite the kerfuffle.
The problem is that I get saving me from myself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll just go sit by the pool and read some fiction. Like the Bimbo that I am.
Oh no, he's knocking himself one too many.
Highly educated academics. I worry every day that I'll make one St. Augustine slip too many, and he'll realize I'm beneath him.
This is insane. You're the smartest person I know.
I'll explain it to you. Among
And you
campus
don't need.
peers,
There's
I'm the
no
Jake.
need for this.
No.
No,
I refuse to live in
hey,
a world where you're the
whoa!
Jake, because if you're the
View of the duck skin at the Hearth and Feather was helpful.
Come on, Team Jeffords. It's
Wow, wow.
We have a cool thing to say, too. Team Santiago, let's lunch a bunch.
Well, I don't say that.
Come on, Rosa.
Bunch.
Rosa.
Butterfly. I mean, I'm not crazy. Why are there always flowers here?
So, is Policeman Raymond joining the case? Actually, he's leading it. Captain Holt is the finest investigator I've ever worked with. Sir, tell him our plan of action.
Oh no, he's gonna choke. He's choking!
And what Captain Holt has so eloquently described as...
Bone.
clues? Sir, you just said it!
Cupcakes up,
Oh
everyone.
no, I'm feeling so bad for him
Who is eating
choking
in their
in this
faces?
situation.
Only tall perp, a real shack type.
Maybe the thief stood on something like
A ladder.
one of these
Or these drawers. Hey.
Off the line. Maybe something will show up under UV. Bing bot.
Footprint.
Big pots.
You did it, you brilliant Bimbo.
I saw something shiny sticking out from underneath a notepad. It was one of the missing coins.
I don't
Perhaps you
know
might
about
want
the
to hire
janitor.
Randy, you could hire them. Seems like you all have basically the same skill set.
Wow, what an obnoxious
We're actually all staffed
dick!
up in maintenance.
For what? It seems pretty obvious that Port did it.
No, that makes no sense. Why would someone steal something valuable and then leave it in their desk?
I feel like this is a veiled shot at me for leaving the crown in my desk during the third Halloween heist.
It is.
Oh.
Alistair planted the coin in Professor Port's desk. Their
Wow,
rivals. Did you
ouch.
see the book, Alice?
Keep it cash.
Us too. Super cash. Super duper cash.
We all know
Oh, no.
you're both planning
Cajon?
something insanely
I
complicated
don't know.
and annoying.
Your teammates are turning against you, Terry.
I'm on your team.
Who cares?
Oh!
Dancing in Gryffindor.
Really? Are we doing this? Are we doing a Harry Potter version of this?
Potions, Hermione does well.
This is actually pretty funny. You gotta know Harry Potter.
Where'd Alistair go? Panic dreams about Sergeant Santiago shooting down my lunch ideas.
Historic walking tours don't win lunch, Gary.
No one cares about winning lunch. Please, just leave us
Oh,
alone.
Gary! He just wants
Gary,
to
wait,
enjoy
look.
himself.
Ow! Ow! Why did you do that?
Oh my god, it was an accident. This
Oh
thing
no!
isn't a safety.
Oh no! Poor Gary!
Free of persimmons you were taunting us with.
I suppose I can see how holding any book would seem like a taunt to you.
I own a book.
Hey!
Remembering the story correctly.
This guy needs to be thrown out the window.
He killed him over a dispute about his son.
Oh no, it's Prometheus all over again.
At least you've got one thing, right?
Oh,
You do have a
no.
rock-hard brain. Because that's bad. Everyone knows.
There are benefits to being underestimated. You can get away with anything.
Oh no!
Sir?
No, that's not
Are
what
you
he
going
means.
to kill the dean?
No. What if the thief was someone we dismissed because they didn't have a classics background? Someone who wasn't a professor?
But what about
The
footprints?
janitor.
The shoes wrong.
I mean, I shot my husband with a real bullet 2 years ago and it comes up way less than this. Way less than this.
Guys!
Right. What we're trying to say is that we lost sight of what this was all really about. Building morale.
So we bought 2-ply toilet paper for the whole squad.
Also, I sold the teppanyaki grill and used the money.
Raymond Holt is as smart as anyone in this department, but he chooses to use his intelligence to make our city a better place. One day, I hope to live up to the standard you set. You make me want to have a wetter brain.
Oh my god!
Y'all are hella specific.
I love that. That was great. That was great. I just love that final piece there. I just would love to have a wetter brain than yours. Jake's right. You're hella specific. Oi. That was fun, though. Okay, it had to be the janitor, didn't it? Someone you just don't... Someone that's, you know... Like, especially with how the dean just completely underestimated the janitor and, you know, his intelligence and all of that, Randy. Yeah. You just discounted him, so... And he managed to take take advantage, especially with the coins, especially with, you know, Kevin's shoes. So, yeah. And I just love Kevin standing up for Ray at the end of the day. He's just sick of being he's just sick of Holt being undermined by you know, this dean and yeah, this mean dean. But yeah, I mean, it is sad that Holt has been in a position where he has been seen as a lesser, really, in regards to, I guess, the perception. Whereas it's not so much discrimination and all of that as he has done in the past. It's still upsetting, isn't it, when it comes to being seen as, you know, lesser in terms of intellect and all of that, and that you're viewed as an embarrassment by all of these elitists. So, and that's it though. And you don't want to let Kevin down, do you? But it is really great that there is that message as well, that being underestimated can be great, can be very beneficial. Because that's it though. So you can have your moments to shine, where people might not like expect certain things to flourish. It's still that moment to absorb. So it's like me, to be fair. Like, I'm not really one that usually comes out with quips and all of that. I don't know, quips when it comes to either a D&D game or any kind of sharp one-liners. So there, but I feel like, you know, my friends, you know, kind of absorb that, because communication can be a very, very difficult thing for me. So yeah, but there will be those moments where it just comes out of left field and it smacks them all in the face, because it's like it's something you just don't see coming. So yeah, and that's it though. I don't, you know, usher out one-liners and all of that left, right, and center, but when I do, so whereas some other people might be proficient about that. So yeah, but it was you know, there is that as well, competitive nature, I would say, because obviously on the other side of things with Amy and Terry, there was that competition. We'll get to that in a moment, but there is this idea of being better, like that Dean had that very elitist front. So and yeah, so it was pretty important to have that focus on this kind of like rivalry of trying to one up a person in terms of whatever department, whether it's intellect, whether it's, you know, just general competition like Amy and Terry did. It was a really nice it was a really nice thing to incorporate. So because that's it, Ray is a very intelligent person, and there's no denying that. The sad thing is, though, you've got all of these professors who have a higher bar, I guess, that not only does Ray see, but also that they have established, and any kind of comments that seem, you know, lesser in terms of the intellect department, they can just scoff away. And yeah, and it's, you know, you just go back to Randy as well, like with his occupation and all of that. It's, you know, any kind of qualifications that are lesser than this, it's just something to mock. So yeah, but there you go. At the end of the day, Holt still had that idea that he was, yeah, the bimbo, as he called himself. Even if he is shown intellect, because we've seen many a time that Holt can get shit done. And Kevin even acknowledges that. So again, it's just that elitist idea that, hey, you're not above the bar that we have set. That means you're ridiculous to us. So yeah, and it was just really, you know, great stuff. Like, especially with Holt and that insecurity when it comes to trying to be a part of Kevin's world, really, in terms of trying to fight for it, trying to force for this situation, and that's it though. You can't really it doesn't really do you wonders to force this I guess mindset on yourself, because it's not, you know, I guess it's not natural, really. So yeah, you want to impress Kevin and you don't want to let him down or anything like that, but you know, Kevin's got a lot to love for Holt, really, at the end of the day. So he doesn't really need to, you know, compete. He doesn't need to force for this kind of position. And yeah, And I learned that a long time ago, like, especially when it comes to certain cliques as well in college. Of course, being alone and all of that was a highlight, but to be fair, it probably was a lot better. So, like, just having these on, playing on my PSP or laptop or whatever year it was, a lot better. So, and I could have forced it, but no. Because at the end of the day, just forcing something is, yeah, it like I said, it just doesn't help. So Kevin has a lot to appreciate for Holt, and yeah, he doesn't have to at the end of the day. Kevin appreciates him for who he is. So you don't need to just he didn't need to force anything whatsoever. So because at the end of the day, Kevin's still gonna love him, and it gets to a point where the professors are a bit more looser when it comes to insulting Holt, and yeah, that's not gonna fly for Kevin. So yeah, you can have your intellect, but you'll never have that kind of adoring atmosphere that Ray presents, and that's, you know, one of the great qualities that Holt has that Kevin adores so much. So yeah. But again, there's that one-upman's idea, or one-upsmanship as they call it, when it comes to Amy and Terry, because and you know, it's something they didn't have to force, like Holt, when it comes to you know, trying to be perceived as something that he's not really. He didn't need to force this adaptation, really. It's the same with Amy and Terry. They didn't need to force this competition, because the whole idea was to build morale. That's it. There was no need for competition whatsoever. But it's in classic 9-9 fashion, and it's just really, really great stuff. So, yeah. And it's all this idea of who is going to be the best sergeant, who's got the more snaz and all of that. So yeah. I'm kind of confuddled of what Hitchcock thought he couldn't say, or what he actually couldn't say, should I say. But it's not something great. That's one thing for sure. But yeah, it was just, I felt so bad for Gary. He just kept getting shot left, right, and center. So poor guy's but that's it though. They were all kind of traumatized in a way, because they were pretty burnt out about, oh, we're gonna have lunch. Oh, right, it's this competitive nature, so it's not really. And it does become very, very taxing. Like, lunch is supposed to be very relaxing, not taxing on the mind, because you're getting caught up in all of these dramatics, and it's just like, I just want to eat my lunch in peace, okay? Is that too much to fucking ask? So, and that's it though. They can't have that peace because of this competition that's gone on, that has been forced upon them. So, but again, it just plays on to the whole idea of one-upping a person, I would say, because like Holt and his situation, and how he was trying to force that idea in order to impress the professors, but the professors had that like high bar. It's the same here. They tried to force this competition in terms of trying to surpass that high bar on who's the better sergeant, and didn't need to at the end of the day. Like Holt's situation, he didn't need to force this. He didn't need to force himself in terms of trying to usurp the professors, because he's a remarkable, intelligent character anyway. So it's just that some people, especially when it comes to intellect as well, they can be very dangerous when it comes to having a very elitist, god complex mindset. So yeah. But that was episode 13. So we are going to get started with episode number 14. I just need to bring this up. Awesome. Right, awesome. Where is it? Okay. Subtitles. Get them on. Get them on here. Can't believe we've got 4 more episodes left to go after this. That's crazy. Right. Cancel that. Awesome. What's that? There we go. Anyways, with that said, why don't we get started with episode 14? With that said, let's go. Awesome.
Charlie, Fred needs to go in the toaster oven with 8 minutes left on the lasagna. Maybe we could run down to the corner store and make it in time.
That just gives us 12 minutes to go to a place and come back.
But it run like the wind.
We have to go now!
Okay, well, good luck with that, weirdos. Stupid piece of crap. Rosa, come on.
I'm having a meltdown.
Rob, sounds amazing.
Thanks, it was a lot of work.
This is Sergeant Knox.
From Cyber Operations.
He's discovered the reason for our network.
Is that Sean Astin?
A hacker is attempting to break into our servers.
Not all of them.
Is that Sam?
Well, that's good.
No.
Samwise?
Nostril just twitched.
Holy shit!
Drops again.
Sign network to the data link.
You know, I'm a bit of a computer nerd myself, but could you maybe dumb it down a bit for my friends here?
They're almost through our defenses. If we can't stop them,
Yes.
they'll be inside of our server in 19 minutes.
And Hitchcock and Scully. Perfect timing. It's them.
Internal backup batteries. Even if we unplug them, they'll stay on for another 2 hours.
As a captain, I have an override code I can use to wipe the servers clean, so there'd be no information for the hackers to steal. But there's one problem, Jake.
Yes, sir.
You still have something in your teeth. You tried to get rid of it, but it's made it much more permanent.
Why would you stop everything just to tell me that?
It's very
The hacker's inside the building.
Let's mobilize.
Oh,
Nobody in
shit.
or out of the building without authorization.
Unless it's
Check
Sean.
every inch of every floor. Jake.
Oh, let me guess. It's on
Teeth.
another tooth now? Is it somehow on my face?
No, what I was going to say is we only have 15 minutes left. You need to focus because time is running out.
Oh, so cool.
That's what the F.
I have to process you, but I promise we'll go as fast as we can.
I hope you get shot in the line of duty.
All
Wow!
right, brush it off, Sarge. We've got an emergency. There's a hacker.
Terry has a
Anyone you
freaking family.
computer or plugged into a port.
It's
I
her.
initiated lockdown
She's
protocol.
she's
I'll
hacking.
search the 4th floor. Peralta.
Oh, it's not like I'm freaking out or anything. Out of my way, you old bitch! This cabin's mine! I'll be there in 10 minutes. I love you. Don't solve it without me.
I got the keys. Let's go.
Amy's gonna miss out on all the action.
Jocelyn Price.
Hey!
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be there?
In before it's Jocelyn.
I wanted to stop and see you on.
That's Rosa's job. Oh, wow, that was way worse.
Look, we just have to take care of this one thing.
Jake,
It's an emergency.
shush.
Then I'll be right back and we can talk about this.
I really have to get to the airport.
Please.
Okay, fine. But I'm leaving in 10 minutes.
Okay, just wait in the break room.
Oh, she's gonna leave, isn't she?
Don't sit on the couch. It's full.
What's the problem?
He wouldn't say. Oh no, then it must be bad. Call Jake, he'll tell us the truth.
Oh no.
Hitchcock?
Give it to us straight,
They
man.
got their
What's
own
going on?
crisis
Just
going
searching
on.
the first floor.
Searching the first floor.
Why is the lasagna on the first floor?
Why is the lasagna on the first floor?
What are you talking about? The lasagna is fine. Loser.
Sounds like somebody who's lost all his breakups.
Not all. Maybe like half, max. Just being
Oh
generous.
wow.
Hames.
Cab was too slow. Decided to walk. It's nice to take a
You're
little
running.
Clearly running at full speed.
slow. Whatever. How's it going there?
Not great. We still haven't found the hacker.
Super. I mean, oh no.
Is he aiming for a moment?
Of course not.
Big time.
I think the hacker just opened the holding cell.
Ah,
Magaglione.
Oh no, they're running free. Everyone come
they're
up here.
breaking
What's
free.
It's no use. You can always find new ones.
Why would the hacker open the holding cell?
Spring fling and passed out in a bush, and he took too long to find me, and now he's gone, and it's like there's no one to find me when I pass out in a bush.
Not sure that totally applies here.
No, she's right. I can't let Jocelyn go. Can you handle this without me?
Yeah, because she's only got a few minutes
Go get
left.
Jocelyn back.
Rosa.
Brother, you are in Boyle country. Here's what you're gonna want to do.
Come on, Boyle.
They're gonna take you back. And don't be afraid to
Child,
cry.
this is why we shouldn't have told. Oy.
Gwen, did you get the...
Sorry, my job is hard. Yeah, it is, and it's important, and you help people. But I need more.
Oh,
I promise I'll try.
Honestly, I just don't see it changing. Move, move!
oh my God, Amy.
Why are you outside? Is it over? Did we catch a hacker?
No, I have a personal thing that's more important to me.
Oh, yeah. Work-life balance. I have that too.
It's over. over.
Don't say that.
We'll never get the garlic bread toasting in time.
We can and we will.
How?
We'll set the oven to 500.
Are you insane? It'll burn.
We're wrapping foil.
The foil will stick to the cheese.
Oh
There's
my
a whisper at the
god!
Hey, made it. Finally got all the lambda news back.
There is no hacker. But why would Knox lie about that?
What if he doesn't actually care what's on the LACME servers? Maybe his real goal was to just trick Holt into erasing all the servers.
He might just be trying to delete some evidence.
Oh,
my god, we have to go right now. I know how, I know not.
Fuck!
He's the guy from the security footage in the Avery Street murder.
You sure?
Agents' lives are at stake. 8, 7.
Oh, I understand. I just have to find out about the hot goss.
How certain are you, sincerely, Raymond Holt?
I love how he just keeps
100%
putting on sincerely.
Sincerely, why am I doing that part?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I do it.
Hey! So put your guns down and get your hands in the air.
The bread, it's gonna burn.
Guys, do what he says. I'll buy
You're gonna burn the bread, Sam.
Knox,
If it was
funny guy,
potatoes,
NYPD captain,
he
really thought
would
this
care.
through.
This is not my fault. You were supposed to be at the dentist.
What? How did you...
Oh.
You called me.
Move a muscle. Everyone's gonna be okay. Now we're just gonna move.
Nice distraction! Oh my god, what a roll!
Down. We got him.
Jeffers, get him into holding.
With pleasure. You're about to have a really bad day.
This is just for me.
You did what?
Oh
Diaz?
no.
Now, sir,
Personal.
I told her it was okay. If you're gonna be mad at anyone, be mad at me.
Okay, I am mad at you.
What? No, I think you're really gonna be
He
mad.
needs to
That
vent.
backfired. It's be mad at Rosa.
Worst
morning
ever.
Yeah, it was stressful.
Never done that before.
I guess maybe we could give it a try. What do you think, Hitchcock?
Oh my
What the
god,
hell?
all of
I had a
this.
feeling something
But
crazy was gonna happen today.
There you go.
It's almost ready.
oh my god.
Maglione.
96 seconds later. I don't know why there's something so funny about just that like last scene there. Just Hitchcock and Scully just I mean it got a so but it could be just like the Friends episode where it's like no, the trifle, yeah. But no, it's Hitchcock and Scully at the end of the day. They love it. Yeah, so. But you gotta think, though, if they didn't go... if they went so long without Liz... say they tried somehow lasagna on its own, then Knox would have gotten away with removing shit from the servers. So, yeah. And that would have been great, wouldn't it? Sean Astin. Oy. Can't believe we've seen him, but I did have a bad feeling that especially when it came to the person's inside this room, I had a feeling, okay, well, he's probably the hacker, special guest appearance, but I could be wrong as well. But yeah, I mean, I technically was, because no one was hacking shit, I guess. Well, they kind of were in a sense. They Knox was trying to remove evidence, but of course the alternative was to remove the evidence, and that's what Knox wanted. So, but he was able to use computer jargon to try and fool everyone, because not everyone's going to get with it. So, and yeah, because there are going to be some phrases that are going to go over people's heads. So, and that's the beauty about computer writing. Like, you can really do that. You can really have things that can sometimes go over people's head. Like, is that a thing and all of that? I mean, it must be a thing. He knows his computer, seemingly, so. Trust me, like, there are moments where you just feel so powerful. I don't know. I mean, I can't say I know everything about computers, obviously, but I know I know quite a few things and all of that. And sometimes, just explaining some stuff to even my mum, who doesn't get with it when it comes to the technical terms and all of that. It's like, oh, so powerful. So, but he was able to use that to his advantage. So, because especially when it came to Jake as well, when he clearly didn't. It was just like, yeah, perfect. He can take the bait. And it was very opportunistic that he would get a moment where, they would all be there, but Amy wasn't there. And I really, really am glad that it played a very, very integral part, played, should I say, an integral part into the whole plot of this episode. Where, Amy knew him, she needed to be out the picture for him to succeed. And, yeah. I just love it. FOMO. She just had a very, very severe case of FOMO, really. So, yeah. But hey, you don't want to miss out on the juicy deets, do you? So can't blame Amy. And I just love how determined for her life she was to get back in the precinct. So, yeah. But it was great. Really enjoyed this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I enjoyed these two, but this episode in particular was pretty great, especially with the dire stakes involved, with the hackers in the base and or in the precinct, should I say, and yeah, Sean Astin, just great to see him, and not just that though, but the other elements as well when it came to when it came to this episode. Like, I really enjoyed the Hitchcock and Scully bit as well, especially. Like, they had their own crisis going on. Like I said, I feel like that final scene was just gold because it was just like no words. It was just them two enjoying things. Like, oh, they haven't tried out like lasagna without the garlic bread, so this is their first rodeo on its own. And yeah, it's like, you know what? Maybe nah. I mean, to be fair, I think they would still prefer to, get some more garlic bread just to, pile on, right? So yeah, but I don't know. It just was gold. Just saying that little moment there. But like I said, I really enjoyed the fact that they had their own little crisis going on because of the fact that, they had a race against time, you could say, the more serious element, in terms of getting the garlic bread, getting back in time, and yeah, so. But also, I guess again, like Amy's FOMO situation, it proved to be very, very, very instrumental in regards to stopping Knox, because it was the distraction. So yeah, and that role from Jake though was just perfect. So couldn't have done it without everyone, even if it was very absurd, like with Amy and her FOMO, with Scully and Hitchcock with their garlic bread situation. So yeah. But there was also that very, very poignant situation when it came to Rosa, with Jocelyn on the verge of breaking up because personal time is just being mitigated, should I say. And yeah, she is prioritizing work life, and it was a bit of a bummer. And, you just do hope that obviously things are just going to work out with them two, so with Jocelyn and Rosa. So yeah, I will say that was a bit, when Rosa first initiated her plan, which Jake deemed to be, a bit, it was a bit ruthless, wasn't it? You just give them that hope and then you just take it away. But of course, Rosa has never been one to contend with, very, very romantic feelings and whatnot, and she'd rather not address those feelings publicly, because it's not her. But at the end of the day, you can't. The heart wants what the heart wants, I guess, and she clearly does want Jocelyn, and it was just very, very devastating for her to hear what was coming from Jocelyn, and hopefully they can make it work. So we'll see. But yeah, I really, like I said, really enjoyed these 2 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was an absolute treat. It was an absolute treat with the whole precinct being compromised. I just felt so bad for Terry. He was just getting roasted. Like, what was this about? Poor Terry. But yeah, it was really fantastic stuff, and I really enjoyed going into this episode as well as the previous episode. So yeah, 4 more episodes left to go this season. Crazy. But I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.